Soft sunlight filters through my window, spilling across my eyes. Throwing my arms over my head, I pull myself into a stretch, feeling rested and relaxed. That feeling only lasts for a moment when I remember today is Erilynn's last day with us before she goes home. Regardless of how I feel about the situation, I'm determined to make tonight's party a success. But first, I need to go to work. Sliding out of bed, I search for some clean clothes. Erilynn has some last-minute student council business she needs to take care of, so I figured I'd help out with my aunt and uncle at the bakery. After getting dressed, I go downstairs and head into the empty kitchen where I grab a quick breakfast. Once I'm done, I clean up and then head out of the house. The sun shines brightly overhead, warming the cool air. It's a beautiful, mild day, and that makes the walk to work much more pleasant. Soon I arrive. The little bell announces my entrance.
Welcome!
Mina blinks at me from behind the counter.
Oh, hey cuz. I thought you had the day off.
I thought you did too. Mina nods.
Yeah, but Erilynn's busy and I had nothing else planned. Can you watch the counter while I help Mom and Dad out back?
Sure. I take Mina's place behind the counter while she slips into the kitchen. Customers steadily enter the shop and I soon fall into a busy rhythm. Mina pops back out and we tag team with all our duties, filling in wherever the other person needs it. Eventually the rush dies down, the few remaining customers sit at the tables enjoying their coffee and pastries. Mina and I finally have a chance to catch our breath. I lean against the counter as she slumps by the register.
Oh, wow. I knew it'd be busy, but I didn't expect it to be that busy.
A little too busy. She giggles.
I know, right? It's a good thing we're both here. I don't know how Mom and Dad would have handled it on their own.
They're professionals. Yeah, exactly. Mina leans on her elbows and props her face in her hands.
So, what present did you get Erilynn?
I blink. Present?
Yeah, you know, for tonight.
Nothing? I continue to stare. Nothing? Mina sighs heavily.
What does Erilynn even see in you? I will never understand it.
I sometimes wonder that too. Just then the bell above the door rings. I turn around and see Kosei striding towards us.
Hey, Mina!
Kosei, you're here!
Of course! I'll always come when my services are required.
He pauses when he sees me.
Oh, aren't you off today?
Hi to you too. He laughs.
Sorry, it's good to see you, my man.
Yeah, you too, but what are you doing here?
Mina texted me this morning that she was working alone. So, like the good boyfriend that I am, I came by to keep her company.
He grins proudly. Mina rolls her eyes but smiles anyway. Why do I feel like the third wheel? I glance back and forth between the two, suddenly feeling very out of place. Now that Kosei's here, I guess I'll go now. Mina blinks.
Go where? We're still on the clock, cuz.
Oh, right. But we had the day off. One of the customers finishes up, so I clear the table to give Mina and Kosei a moment to themselves. As I tidy up the space, the bell dings and a couple of girls my age enter. Welcome, let me know if there's anything I can get you.
Thanks.
I get back to clean as they begin browsing, although I notice one of the girls keeps eyeing Kosei and pointing him out to her friend. They hover just out of his view, giggling and whispering. I narrow my eyes. Kosei getting unsolicited female attention? Something is up. Besides, can't they see that he's already with somebody? I finish up and return to my friends just in time for one of the girls to tentatively approach Kosei.
Excuse me.
He turns around, blinking in surprise. I don't think he even noticed her until now.
Oh, sorry, I don't actually work here.
No. It's just... are you Kosei the Wall Nakahara?
There's a moment of silence as the nickname registers. Then Kosei breaks out into the broadest grin I've ever seen. He slicks his hand through his hair.
Why, yes, I am.
The girl gasps, fidgeting as she squeals.
Oh, wow! I can't believe it! The Wall is here, and I'm talking to him!
Kosei smiles from ear to ear. Bronze the more he hears his nickname.
It's always a pleasure to meet a fan. Do you play soccer too?
She shakes her head.
No, but I like to watch the games. You totally saved the game against Yuko High. They would have won if not for your final block.
Aw, thanks.
While the girl continues to chat, Mina and I stare in disbelief.
Someone actually referred to him as the Wall.
Yep.
Unironically.
Yep.
she actually meant it seriously.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. She pauses.
We're never going to hear the end of this, are we?
Nope. After a couple more minutes, the girls leave, chatting excitedly with each other. Kosei turns back to us with the smuggest grin I've ever seen.
Nobody calls me the Wall, huh?
How much did you pay him? I feel a disturbance in the space-time continuum.
Admit it, bro. The Wall strikes both on and off the field.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't need to.
Mina rolls her eyes.
Oh my gosh, Kosei, please.
He pretends to look around.
What's a Kosei? There's only the Wall here.
Mina raises a brow, then pouts, feigning disappointment.
Oh, really? That's too bad, because I had a sweet treat put aside for my boyfriend, Kosei. But since he's not here...
Kosei drops the act and leans across the counter like an excited puppy.
Wait, me, I'm a Kosei.
Mina shrugs.
I'm sorry, but I only see the wall here.
No, I promise I'm a Kosei.
He is the Wall. He's obviously the Wall, since he just walled himself off from his treat. Mina giggles while Kosei deflates.
Why are we friends again?
I pat him on the back. Buck up, dude. No time to wallow in disappointment.
If you don't stop, there may be a walloping in your future.
That will not do. Eventually, Mina breaks down laughing.
How can I say no after all of that? Okay, give me 1 second.
Sweet!
More customers enter the shop and our moment of quiet comes to an end. As the pace picks up, Kosei leaves to prevent any more distractions. Soon enough, our shift is over. Uncle Hajime joins us out front to keep an eye on the register while Mina and I prepare to head out. Before we do, I quickly ask for a favor. Uncle Hajime, do you think you or Aunt Emiko could bake a cake for Erilynn tonight? I think it'd be nice to bring to the party. He smiles warmly.
Sure, that's a wonderful idea.
Thanks, I'd do it myself, but I actually want it to be good. He chuckles.
Not a problem. Just leave it to us. I'll leave it at home and you can pick it up whenever you're ready.
I breathe out a sigh of relief and grin. Thanks so much, Uncle Hajime. You're a lifesaver.
It's my pleasure.
After saying we'll ask goodbye, I join Mina outside the bakery.
Good thinking on that cake, cuz. Erilynn loves Dad's baking.
Thanks. So what are your plans for the rest of the day?
I told Kosei I'd come over once I was done. We're going to the venue early to set up. How about you?
Well, after that earful you gave me, I think I better go shopping. She nods.
Yes, you should. Do you want my help picking something out?
No. No, it's okay, I've got it.
Alright, it better be something good.
Don't worry, it will be. After leaving the bakery, Mina and I say goodbye and head our separate ways. I don't have that much time before the party tonight, so I better get a move on. I pick up the pace as I head out to the mall. Once I arrive, I browse the different stores. What makes a good present? So, outside my price range, we'll assume she's counting her calories. This is really tough. I want to go with the generic and obvious options. I want to think of something meaningful that she can take back with her. I walk around scanning the different storefronts looking for inspiration. Just as I'm about to give up hope, I see a scrapbooking shop tucked into a small alley of the mall. That could be interesting. Stepping inside, I look around at all the available photo books. There are scissors, paper, glue, and decorations, everything you need to record memories. What better gift than all of the memories she and I have made together? Whenever she feels lonely, she can flip through the pictures of our relationship until we get to see each other again. Then we can make more memories to add to her book. After I make my purchase, I head out of the shop and leave the mall. Then I begin the walk home. I walk at a brisk pace, feeling antsy to return. Now that I bought a present, I need to prepare it and then wrap it up nicely. As soon as I'm home, I change clothes and freshen up, then I beautifully wrap my present. I have one more thing I need to get before I go. I enter the kitchen and open the fridge. Inside is a neatly frosted cake sprinkled with fruit. It looks delicious. I'll need to thank Uncle Hajime tomorrow for helping me bake this. Shouldn't you just say for baking this? Just saying. Carefully, I put the cake into the carrier and then leave the house. The karaoke lounge is close to the arcade, so it's not a far walk. I clutch the present in my hand and hurry up my pace. As the sun sets, the chill begins to creep in. Soon I spot the flashy neon sign hanging above the building. I go inside and the clerk directs me to our booked room. When I enter, I grin at how Mina and Kosei decorated the room. There's a hanging letter sign over the couches that reads, "We'll miss you," and pastel-colored streamers strewn about. I don't see those here. On the wall, the TV screen shines brightly against the dimly lit room, playing a random music video. Mina, Kira, and Kosei huddle together over the song list, but look up when I enter. Whoa, nice job, you guys.
Thanks! It was mostly Mina.
That doesn't surprise me.
That's not true. Kira actually bought most of the decorations. I just helped throw it all together.
Really? Kira nods.
I hope the colors are to our liking.
Oh, definitely. Erilynn loves white and pastels.
I scooch over to the table and gently place the cake. Mina's face lightens up.
Oh, yay! This looks beautiful.
Is that a Mano specialty cake I see?
Sure is. Baked by Uncle Hajime.
Score! Now it's a real party!
He reaches a finger to taste the frosting, but Mina swats his hand away.
Nuh-uh. This is for Erilynn.
Speaking of which, where is she?
She'll be here soon.
Yeah, we're all a bit early anyway. Come and look at songs with us. We're trying to find the perfect song to sing to her.
I don't sing. That's cool, but I'm not a singer, so I'll just watch and listen.
No, dude. We're gonna sing this song together.
But I don't sing. Eighth Amendment and all that.
So, none of us do. It's karaoke.
Yeah, but I especially don't.
Too bad. Participation is non-negotiable. Besides, you'll look really silly sitting there alone while the three of us are up here singing.
Kira, you're singing too? She nods.
It's for Erilynn, so I don't mind.
Mina's right. I'll seem like I don't care at all if I sit here alone. Alright, fine, I'll sing. As we scroll through the list, Kira pauses and points.
How about this one?
Ooh, yes, it's perfect. Do you guys know it?
Of course I know it!
Sounds pretty familiar to me. The door opens and we turn around. Erilynn walks in, glancing around the room.
Oh my.
Erilynn, you're here.
She continues to look around.
You did all of this for me?
Yeah, do you like it?
I love it. Thank you so much, everyone. It's extraordinary.
This is just the beginning.
The girls lead Erilynn to the couch, while Kosei and I bring out the snacks and drinks. After everyone is situated, Mina grabs one of the microphones and hands it to Erilynn.
As the Lady of Honor tonight, you get to sing first.
But I don't know any of these songs.
It doesn't matter. You can just read the lyrics. Come on.
Mina pulls Erilynn on stage, and the two of them sing together. Mina's enthusiasm is contagious. Before long, all of our hesitations melt away and we sing without abandonment. We rotate through a few songs, singing solos, duets, and group pieces, and then we decide to take a break.
Erilynn, we got something special for you that we knew you'd like.
I present the cake and Erilynn's face immediately lights up.
Oh, this looks beautiful. Thank you, Mina.
It was actually my cousin's idea. I know, surprising, right?
Erilynn looks surprised but smiles.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you like it. We cut into the cake and it's exactly as delicious as it looks. Soft like cotton and just the perfect sweetness. Erilynn immediately guesses that it's made by Uncle Hajime and helps herself to a second slice. Soon we're all stuffed and happy. Erilynn leans back.
I was initially apprehensive, but this has been really fun.
It's not over yet.
No?
Not before you've opened your presents.
Erilynn perks up as we gather our gifts.
Open mine first.
Okay.
She unwraps the paper to reveal a small jewelry box. Inside is a thin chain bracelet with a charm that reads "Best." Mina holds out her wrist to reveal the second half of the charm that says "Friends."
We'll always be best friends, no matter how far we are from each other.
Aw, Mina, this is beautiful.
She slips the bracelet on her wrist and smiles.
I'm glad you like it.
Kira offers hers next. She bites her lip, a telltale sign that she's nervous.
This is for you, Erilynn. It already looks so elegant.
Kira's present is meticulously wrapped with sparkly gold paper. Each corner is folded with a perfect crease. Looks like Kira put a lot of care into making it presentable.
I almost feel bad unwrapping it.
I'll do it for you.
I said almost.
She carefully peels back the paper, which reveals another small jewelry box.
Oh,
Inside is a silver bracelet encrusted with rhinestones. A small key charm dangles from it. Kira reveals the second half, which is a tiny house charm. The key fits perfectly to unlock the house.
You're welcome in my home anytime. This is a lovely gift, and I'm so happy to receive it. Thank you.
She slips it onto her other wrist while Kira smiles.
Great minds, Kira. That's so cute.
I offer my gift next. Here, open mine.
Oh, it's heavy.
Curious, she rips back the wrapping to reveal a photo album. Opening the book, she flips through photos and moments between just the two of us. I threw in an assortment of candid pictures, stage ones, and whatever I could find. She giggles at some of the photos, but blinks at the pages in the back.
They're empty.
That's because you need to come back so we can fill it in together.
I promise you that I will.
She pulls me into a kiss, smiling as we pull apart.
Because I can't accept a half gift.
I grin.
That was a nice gift, cuz. Good job.
Thanks.
Is that all of them?
Nope, I was saving the best for last.
Kosei pulls out an autographed photo of his latest headshot and hands it directly to Erilynn. He didn't bother to wrap it or anything. Heh. Now who had the last minute gift? Mina jabs me sharply in the ribs and glares.
This is my autograph. It may not seem like much now, but once I become a world-famous soccer player, it'll be worth a lot. And you can tell everyone how you knew me before I was famous.
Mina groans and scrubs a hand down her face.
I knew I should have picked this gift for him.
Kosei beams proudly while Erilynn looks blankly at the photo.
And what is this a photo of?
His confidence wavers.
It's me, Kosei.
What's a kosei?
She blinks up at him with innocent eyes. Kosei blinks and then any semblance of confidence melts into a puddle of alarm.
Seriously? We've been in class together all year! I hang out with you all the time! And I even sang you a really moving song!
In the middle of Kosei's rant, Erilynn breaks down laughing.
Of course I know who you are, silly.
He pauses, slowly pulling himself together.
Alright, of course, it was a joke!
You should have seen your face.
His smile returns and he slicks his hand back through his hair.
I knew it! I mean, I was just playing along. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
She giggles.
Thank you for the gift.
Wait, there's more in the back.
Erilynn flips the picture over and begins reading silently to herself. A slow smile spreads across her face, growing wider and wider as she reads. When she's finished, she clutches the picture to her chest.
Thank you, Kosei.
You're welcome.
What did it say?
Exactly what it needed to say.
She winks at Kosei, who grins back. My curiosity is burning, but it doesn't seem like either will share what it said. I think those were all of the presents.
No, not all of them.
There's more?
Mina steps to the front of the room and motions for the rest of us to join her. Oh, right, our song.
Erilynn, this is from all of us to you.
Erilynn watches with excited curiosity as we all stand. Kosei selects a song and the music soon flows through the speakers. The lyrics pop up on the screen to guide us, and we each sing to the best of our abilities. Among the million stars, a wish out there is ours. Maybe this time it'll come true. Whatever comes our way, we'll face it unafraid, and take this world on together. Our voices mingle with the melodies, growing stronger and louder as we get into it. Soon each of us belts out all of our emotions into the serenade. We may not have been the best singers, but we're the most heartfelt. As the music fades away, we lower the microphones and turn to Erilynn. She's got her head tilted to the side and blinks rapidly. So I think that was supposed to be the opening song to the game. I've only heard it twice, so I don't know the lyrics offhand. Yeah, it would have been nice if they could have fit some sort of reference from the other games or something, but oh well. Erilynn, are you okay?
Of course. You all sing such a touching and moving song for me. Why wouldn't I be?
And they didn't have Kosei, Mina, or Kira's voice actresses sing, just saying. Her voice sounds thick and she dabs at her eyes.
Are you crying?
She sniffles and forcibly shakes her head.
Don't be ridiculous. There's just some dust in my eyes.
Suddenly, Mina begins sniffling.
Oh my gosh! Erilynn!
She strides over and wraps Erilynn in a hug.
No, I have dust in my eyes too!
The cleanliness of this place is appalling.
I know!
Even Kira seems misty-eyed. She steps over and joins the hug.
We'll miss you. I'll miss you too.
I hear a sniffle beside me. Kosei, you too?
Allergies, man, allergies!
Watching all my friends slowly break down, I feel the pricking of tears in my eyes, too. This is just so overwhelming. Rushing to the girls, I wrap myself around them and join the group hug. Kosei joins in a moment later.
Don't forget me!
Who are you again? Wall something? The dam breaks and we let out all of our pent-up feelings. We all knew this day was coming, but never expected how real it would feel once it did. Eventually we all calm down and slowly untangle. Erilynn wipes her eyes and then smiles.
Thank you for that. Truly.
You're welcome. We sounded pretty good, right?
Yes, although someone did sound a little flat.
Yo. She looks pointedly at me. That breaks the tension as everyone laughs. We continue to sing, eat, and laugh long into the night. My throat hurts from all the singing, but I don't want to stop. We eventually pack everything up once our reservation time runs out. Erilynn turns to us.
Thank you so much for the party. I had an amazing time. If only I could leave twice just so we could have another.
If you want another party, then you'll have to come back.
If that is how it must be, then I will make it happen.
The conversation lulls to a close. Well, it's getting late. We should probably head back home.
Agreed. I am exhausted.
I grin. Of course she is.
Kelsey and I are going to hang out, so you two can head back without me.
Okay.
I should return too.
Mina and I can walk you home, Kira.
She blinks.
I don't want to be an inconvenience.
No, Kelsey's right. It's really late and you shouldn't walk alone.
Yeah, and after all that cake, we could use the extra exercise.
Speak for yourself. I barely had any.
Says the girl who had 3 slices.
Yeah, like I said, barely any.
Kira smiles, masking a giggle.
Well, if you don't mind, then I'd welcome the company.
Of course we don't mind.
Mina turns to me and waves.
I'll see you later, cuz.
See you. After everyone says their goodbyes, Erilynn and I leave the venue and begin our walk back home. She hooks her arm through mine and leans her head on my shoulder. Did you have a good time?
Yes, it was really kind of everyone to host a party for me.
That's what friends do for each other.
And I feel really fortunate to have such good friends.
And what about your boyfriend?
I suppose he's acceptable.
Just acceptable? Are you sure you didn't mean to say exceptional? She shrugs, her eyes twinkling mischievously.
What has he done that's exceptional?
This. In one smooth movement, I twirl her into my chest and dip her low. Her hair spills behind her like a silky waterfall, and her breath catches in her throat. Looking deep into her eyes, I slowly close the distance until our lips touch. Immediately, I fall into her sweet softness, her touch igniting a passionate fire. Her arms wrap around my neck, drawing her closer, fueling the flames. When we finally pull away, she lets out a soft gasp. How's that?
I suppose that could be considered exceptional.
I grin. Finally, we arrive at the house. The lights are off and the place is empty. Aunt Emiko and Uncle Hajime must have gone out for the evening too. I guess we're the only ones home.
Yes, it does seem to be that way.
After taking off her shoes, we turn on the lights and settle into the living room. She leans her head against my shoulder as I hold her in my arms. In the stillness together, all I can think about is how little time we have left. The emptiness creeps into my heart, knowing that a piece of me will leave with her.
You're very quiet.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
What about?
How much I'm going to miss you. She nuzzles my shoulder.
I'll miss you too.
This whole situation just sucks.
I understand, but we must have patience. It will take time. Much longer than I'd like, but trust that I will fight for you.
Erilynn sits up and looks into my eyes.
I want us to be together. And I always get what I want.
Her determination sparks a new light in me. Erilynn will do whatever she can. The least I can do is have faith and be patient. A smile grows on my face. I know. She nods.
Let's not worry about that right now. We should be happy while we're still together.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to spend our remaining time worrying about stuff I can't control. Erilynn, I'm Erilynn curls herself from my arms and stands up.
In fact, I want to give you a little gift to cheer you up.
Oh? What is it?
Wait here.
In a flash, she disappears. I try to be patient while I wait for her. Wonder what it could be. The minutes tick by and my anticipation grows. Part of me contemplates looking for her, but I know she'll be disappointed if I ruin the surprise. A moment later, Erilynn returns carrying a plate. She places it in front of me and presents a neatly crafted sandwich. How did you know I was hungry? Wow, Erilynn, this looks great. Did you make it for me?
Yes.
I can't wait to taste it. I take the sandwich into my hands and take a bite. The bread is soft and fluffy and balances out the crunchy lettuce. Savory ham dances across my tongue, accentuated by the smooth mayo. Erilynn, this sandwich is officially delicious.
You sound surprised.
Given your track record with making sandwiches, I am a little bit.
Yes, I didn't know how to make them before I came here. In fact, as much as I hate to admit it, there were a lot of things I couldn't do before I met you.
Erilynn settles in beside me, her expression turning unusually serious.
Without you, I would never have learned how to become self-sufficient. I was pushed to do things I wouldn't dream to do on my own, even if I wasn't thrilled about it at the time.
I chuckle. Erilynn could certainly be difficult if she wanted to be.
Through your perseverance, I learned more than just basic skills. I also learned how to empathize with others, which is something that I didn't even realize I was lacking.
She looks down and takes my hand into hers.
But most importantly, I learned how to love. Of course, this sandwich isn't nearly enough to thank you for all that you've done for me, but just think of it as the first of many gifts to come.
Her hand squeezes mine, and I squeeze it back reassuringly. This sandwich is a direct reflection of her growth. Whereas the old Erilynn would only value material things, she now understands the sentiment of gifts. A sandwich might seem like a boring food item, but it was one of our first moments together. Because of that, it's the best gift she's ever given me. You're wrong about one thing. This gift is more than enough, and it's all that I will ever need. I pull her into a hug, trying to imprint the touch of her skin into my memory. I don't know when I'll get to hold her again, and I never want to forget how she feels. Gently we pull away, and Erilynn's lips grow into a playful smirk.
So, this was all that you'd ever need, is that right?
Yep.
Then I suppose you won't be wanting the real gift that I had planned to give you.
I perk up. There's more?
There could be.
I like more.
Is that so?
I nod. What is it?
Something that I think you'll enjoy very much.
With a sultry flip of her hair, Erilynn slides herself across my lap. I look up into the deep pools of her eyes, dark against the lightness of her hair fanning around my face. My breath catches in my throat and my heart pounds in my chest. The pounding reaches my ears as her lips slowly draw closer, pausing teasingly out of reach, before meeting in a fiery touch. Passion ignites me as I wrap her in my arms, pulling her against me. I fall into the heat, feeling the dots of electricity with every touch of our skin. All too soon she pulls away, her lips lingering tantalizingly close. You're right, I did enjoy that very much.
I knew that you would.
Is there more? With a giggle, she leans in and kisses me again. More? To my delight, I receive another kiss. More. She giggles.
You'll get tired of asking before I get tired of giving.
I grin. Want to bet? She matches my grin with a cat-like smirk and then leans in for another kiss. We stay together late into the night, enjoying each other's company and the closeness of being together. Having her beside me feels just right, as if we were made to be together, and I want to savor every moment we have left. We soak in the tranquility of the night. She cuddles against me as my fingers play with her hair. The gentle rise and fall of her breathing, and the warmth of her body soon lulls me into a gentle sleep. Even though it's very early in the morning, I wake up fully alert with a heaviness in my chest. Erilynn is leaving soon. As I get up, I wander around the house, but I'm greeted by silence and emptiness. Erilynn? Did she already leave? Erilynn! Trying to tame the creeping panic, I race towards the door.
Where are you off to in such a hurry?
I whip around and pull Erilynn into a hug. Thank goodness you're still here.
Of course. Where else would I be?
I thought you might have already left. She pulls away, shaking her head.
No, although if you'd taken any longer, I may have had to.
She smiles weakly, trying to put on a brave face, but I see the glitter of tears in her eyes. I pull her into me once more, and Erilynn buries her face into my chest. I hold her, feeling the comforting warmth of her body, worried that if I let her go, I'll never see her again. She clings to me like a lifeline while a wave of emotion washes over her. I don't know how long we stay together, but eventually she reluctantly pulls away.
It's time.
I nod. With a heavy heart, the two of us depart the house. Hand in hand, we walk towards the shrine. Wispy fog clouds the streets in the cool, crisp morning. It feels like there's an energy crackling in the air, preparing for Erilynn's return. We step through the shrine gates and head towards the main hall, where we immediately see Nil waiting for us. Behind him are the rest of our friends and family. Erilynn pauses, glancing at each of us. Her voice cracks when she finally speaks.
You're all here.
Of course we are. We wouldn't miss saying goodbye to our friend.
Thank you, everyone. You don't know how much you each mean to me.
Mina's eyes bubble with tears. She raises towards Erilynn and throws her arms around her in a big hug.
I'm going to miss you so much.
I'll miss you too.
I wish you had more time here. There's so much I still want to ask you about being Velden.
Perhaps you'll have a chance to visit your heritage. Velden welcomes you anytime.
Mina smiles.
I'd like that.
Erilynn turns to Aunt Emiko.
The same offer stands for you too, of course.
Thank you, dear.
Aunt Emiko grins as she pulls Erilynn into a hug.
I'm so glad I had a chance to meet you. You tell Ida to take it easy on you, okay? Sometimes she overdoes it with her missions.
I will. Thank you for taking such good care of me. You too, Uncle Hajime.
He grins, pulling her into a brief side hug.
We're going to miss having you around the house. Come visit whenever you like.
As Uncle Hajime lets her go, Erilynn turns to Kira.
Thank you for being someone I could trust from the start. I don't believe I'd have made it this far without your support.
Kira nods.
I'm glad to have been of help.
They both smile as another voice interrupts them.
Don't forget me!
Damn it, Kosei! Kosei bounds forward into Erilynn's view. She giggles.
I could never forget you, Kosei.
He grins broadly as she says his name.
Come find me when you return. Even after I'm a famous soccer player, I'll still make time for you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Finally, Erilynn turns to me.
I wish we didn't have to say goodbye.
Then don't. Then don't say it. Erilynn nods, giving me a soft smile. I pull her into one final embrace, remembering as much as I can about her before I let her go. With all of her goodbyes done, Erilynn steps to Nil's side.
Are you ready, Your Highness?
Yes.
He nods, stepping back. He reveals a scepter. Then he points it at the sky, muttering a few words under his breath. In a flash, the sky parts into a blazing rainbow of shapes and glowing colors. They dance faster than my eyes can trace them. As the colorful storm swirls above, Erilynn looks over her shoulder, smiling one last time. When she looks forward, both she and Nil disappear. The remaining silence is deafening. It returns all at once, storming the air and filling the gaps that have been displaced. Erilynn disappeared just as quickly as she'd fallen into my life. I stare at the space where she last stood. She's gone now. It's real, and the thought hits me like a truck. I'm without her, alone. Just before my thoughts overwhelm me, I feel a hand clasp my shoulder.
She'll be back, my man.
Yeah, she likes you too much not to.
I nod. Yeah.
In the meantime, we'll all be waiting for her together.
That's right.
I look at each of my friends' smiling faces and realize that we're all feeling the same way. I'm not alone because Erilynn touched each of our lives. They aren't focusing on their sadness, but on their hope, and I should too. Like Erilynn said, this isn't the end. Slowly I grin. Yeah, you're right. My gaze travels to the wishing box where it all began. Although it's only been a few months, it feels like a lifetime ago that I was just an unsuspecting kid whose biggest worry was starting high school. Now I've discovered a family secret, made unexpected but lifelong friends. and even fallen in love. All because I returned a wallet. It may seem like our adventure has come to a close, but this is just the first chapter of many more to come. It's been 4 months since we all said goodbye at the shrine. Erilynn's transition out of school was a lot smoother than her transition in. There was some reshuffling on the student council with both Erilynn's and Daisuke's homestay programs ending early. Luckily, she had prepared Jiro to take over as a Claptress representative, and so far he's been representing us well. He's no longer such a stick in the mud, and it seems like Erilynn's charisma rubbed off on him. Outside of school, the bakery is still going strong. Aunt Emiko and Uncle Hajime are as busy as ever. Even with Mina's and my help, and my aunt and uncle can barely keep up with orders and hired additional staff. Now that we know of Aunt Emiko's true heritage, she's been bolder in embracing her Velden past. Mina and I eagerly listened to her many escapades and stories of what life was like in Velden. Some of her stories are so amazing that I wish I could visit Velden too. Mina is the same as she's always been. Now that there's additional help at the bakery, she works fewer shifts and uses her extra time to train with her swim club, and boy, that training paid off. Mina set the record for the fastest individual medley on her team. She's trained hard for the next meet against our rival school. Kosei is doing equally well in his club. He has made starter goalie on the team and is the first freshman to ever do so. He's still working his job at the arcade and somehow has not lost his pure enthusiasm for dishes. Even with their busy schedules, Kosei and Mina's relationship is stronger than ever, although you wouldn't know it by how often they argue. Still don't understand it, but their bickering is how they encourage and support each other. It's a strange way to show their affection, but effective nonetheless. Those two are the only ones who thrived in their clubs. Kira's confidence and passion for her art bloomed, and she decided to take her focus to the next level. She was accepted into a competitive art program and transferred at the start of the second term. Her parents fully support her decision and arranged a house for her at her new school. Even though she's moved, Kira frequently keeps in touch with us. She recently published a sketchbook full of manga character ideas and mailed us each a signed copy. As always, there's some amazing stuff in there. As for Erilynn and I, our story has remained on pause. I sit in my living room pretending to do my homework. My books are open, but my mind is elsewhere, just like it is every day. We've been apart for so long now, but it doesn't stop me from thinking about her. I wonder how she's doing. Did she make peace with her aunt? Is she busy ruling her constituents? Does she still remember me? I shake my head free from that last thought. Of course she does. But then, why haven't I heard from her? Erilynn warned me that'd be hard. We could be without contact for months or years, but knowing doesn't ease the pain. Still, I promised that I would wait for her, and I intend to keep that promise. Sometimes, I imagine that the doorbell will ring and it'll be Erilynn, scowling because she forgot her key. Yeah, doorbell just like that, but that's just wishful thinking. I hear it again and snap back to attention. It's real, and whoever it is very impatient. I leap to my feet and race to the door. Swinging it wide open, my hope soars when I see long blonde hair, floating behind the curves that I can never forget.
It's rude to keep a lady waiting.
Erilynn crosses her arms, but the sparkle in her eyes gives her away. Erilynn? She smiles softly.
Hello.
Just seeing her fills my heart again. I rush forward and envelop her in my arms. Erilynn hugs me back, and for a moment we just stand there, holding each other. Emotions flow through me at an alarming speed. I want to laugh and cry. Having her in my arms again feels so natural, and I never want to let go. Eventually, we pull apart. I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
I can't believe you're here.
I'm sorry it took so long, but I brought a special gift for you.
Her hands remain coyly behind her back as she gazes at me. You did? She nods. A blush tints her cheeks, a delicate pink, as she reveals a beautiful red rose. All flowers have a meaning behind it. Erilynn taught me that. A red rose. Before I can complete my sentence, Erilynn embraces me with a soft kiss. Electricity tingles in my veins from her touch. I'd forgotten how sweet she tasted and the softness of her lips. Warmth blossoms in my chest as I deepen the kiss, pulling her body against me, until Erilynn slowly, teasingly pulls away. I've definitely missed that.
As have I.
She giggles and I smile. How long will you be staying?
As long as I wish.
I blink. You don't need to go back?
I do. But this time, I came prepared.
She bites her lips, sliding into a coy grin. For the first time, I notice something clutched in her other hand. A gold and regal scepter. With a smile, I step back as I welcome Erilynn home. Thank you for playing Ethereal Enigma. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll do this one. When we do the cure route, we can do more or something. I don't know. Glad to hear it. Please look forward to new adventure in the future. New adventures? A new adventure? Farewell. Okay, they didn't play the opening. So yeah, I still say this is the weakest of the three games. We'll see if the cure route is any better, but there's too much that kind of happens off camera. You don't really see Erilynn interact with Kosei too much other than the handful of group scenes, for example. I can understand Mina because there's a ton of scenes between those two. But Kosei and Kira, not so much. So with the release of the full game, I've lost most of my backgrounds. Or not the backgrounds, but the CGs. It looks like they started to fill in as I played the game more. Like, this is one of the club things, I don't know who the heterochromic guy is. And I don't think we ever saw Mina in the swimsuit originally. But some of these scenes are from the animated opening. Yes, it's a full-blown animated opening compared to what they did before. And I'm hoping for future games they actually start moving the characters' arms correctly and a few other things. I'm also hoping they finally step away from the ultra-generic setting from this one. And we'll see what the Cure route is like. I'm tempering my expectations. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Can't really make any promises for how long it's going to take. I'm going to get started on it soon, and hopefully we get to see something important. I don't know. I just have weird expectations about the game. Ace Academy is still, I believe, their best one, and then by default, Crystalline falls in the middle. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the Cure route. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching.